Hello everybody, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck with Dawning Visions Hypnosis, continuing our program on helping anorexic and bulimic males get the help that they desire and deserve. Parents, are you at your wit's end trying to find appropriate treatment for your son who's dealing with these very invasive thoughts and self-destructive behaviors? I hear you. I had a prospective parent of a client who told me that it would take 1 month to get her son into a treatment program, which is way too long given the fact that her son was dealing with some really, really bad thoughts and behaviors that were causing very severe depression in his case, and somebody who truly needed treatment like now. This is the problem. The world of psychiatry and psychology doesn't even consider this a problem that males have, even though we have 10 million anorexic and bulimic males in the United States today. So why these people are not given the just due to get the treatment they need is beyond my understanding. And this explains why there's little to no treatment for males with eating disorders. At least anorexia and bulimia. It's seen as a disease of the females, and that adds more shame to your son because they don't understand why they have an illness that is actually determined to be one the females have. And I'm going to tell you right here, right now, that they develop for the same reasons, but they do act differently in males. With males, they want to drop weight. Sometimes they do it really quickly, as was the case in this situation that I was speaking of with his mother-son. And then they want to bulk up to have perfect musculature. The problem is that they have something called muscle dysmorphia, so they can't see the gain in the muscles, even if they're building muscles, similar to the young women who see themselves as fat, even though when they look in the mirror, there's actually a skeleton that is looking back at them. That is what we call dysmorphia in the world of mental health. And the problem with this is that they will do all sorts of things in order to get the results they want, including taking laxatives, anabolic steroids to grow their muscles, vomiting to get rid of the extra calories that they ate, not in all cases, but in many cases. And they will basically do a lot of self-destructive things to themselves. And if they get really, really depressed, 1 in 3 will indeed kill themselves. Unlike females, they will do things like shoot themselves in the head with a gun, or they'll hang themselves. So this is not something that you would like to get out of control. It is something that needs to be addressed because otherwise you're literally playing Russian roulette with your kid's life. I'm being really serious about this because it's a serious issue. So I do offer services as long as your son is of a healthy weight. I cannot deal with medical issues if they're underweight and they need medical attention. That is not what I do. I deal with the emotional traumas and the emotional pain from depression and anxiety. Obsessive compulsive behaviors is a form of anxiety, in case you didn't realize that. And the addictions that really they are experiencing based on their compulsive behaviors, based on the compulsive thoughts and the impulsive behaviors that follow them. Their thoughts generally are those of self-loathing. Those are the words my clients use, self-loathing, so that's even stronger than self-hatred, if you could imagine that. They feel unworthy of eating correctly, of love, and of many other things. And quite frankly, the illnesses do develop similarly to why they do in females, but they are basically, shall we say, seen in a different method because of the increase in musculature that males want. Because that's basically what they understand to be a perfect male body. Just like women feel like being thin is a perfect female body, even though we know that these are unrealistic expectations with lots of photoshopping and other things going on behind the scenes to make people look very unrealistically, shall we say, perfect. Although we all know that perfection is not really something that is available to most human beings. I'm going to be upfront with you and tell you that the cost of the program is $20,000 for up to a year's support. Most of my clients only need about 6 months to totally get rid of these issues forever. I have 17 years of experience doing this work, so I can honestly tell you that this is a program that works, not just to manage symptoms. That's a shitty life. You don't want your kid to have that kind of life. You want them to be able to knock these problems out of their life forever so they can be happy, productive citizens of this world. And I can honestly tell you that my clients, my younger clients, have done extremely well over the last 17 years. They don't even think about these eating disorders any longer because it's not a part of their lives. They moved on professionally and personally, thank God. And I also want to tell you that I do have a very strong psychiatric background as well as medical, which is why I can do the things that I do with my clients. Plus, I learned from my clients how to best help them. And it wasn't about food other than the nutrition they need in order to have their bodies function normally. It is more about the cause of the problem, the purpose that the problem is still fulfilling, and helping them come up with their compelling future, which is age appropriate for them. So, I will have all of my contact information in the description of the video, so if you'd like to contact me, by all means do so. I can only take a few people at a time because it is an intensive program when I'm working with them in the beginning. And so, check it out and see what you think. As always, I thank you for taking your time with me till next time. And that's all until we meet again. Bye-bye all.